Hello everyone, my name is Dipesh and today I'm going to show you a demo of GitHub Copilot in Xcode. As a quick introduction in the current project, it's a very simple project. It's a list of to-dos. Basically, you can create to-dos and list them. Um, so let's say I want to create a to-do. So that's the first to-do. If I create another one, that's it. So it's a very simple project. Um, a little bit of overview on the architecture side. This is built with a clean code architecture. So I have three distinct layers: presentation layer, domain layer, and data layer. And presentation layer is of course views and view models. Domain layer is if there is anything to do with like domain logic. Data layer is where I'm actually storing data and facing the data. Um, and the other thing to note here is like the principle of clean code architecture is not to depend on the implementation, but in abstraction. So I've created an abstraction here. So if you look at the dependency here, the manager is actually depending on uh, the abstraction, and we're basically defaulting it to a concrete implementation of this data provider. Let's look at this thing again. So the concrete implementation is using Swift data for now. So Swift data is the native way of storing data. So every time I create a to-do, I'm basically storing it in Swift data. And this is the model that gets stored. Again, it is tied with the Swift data. This macro is basically saying that this model is a Swift data model. The thing that I'm trying to achieve here is um, so if you're trying to get rid of one layer, how will the GitHub Copilot is going to help me for doing this refactor basically. So let's say I hit some sort of roadblock with Swift data, or I don't like Swift data. There are some requirements it doesn't fit my project's requirement with Swift data, and I want to get rid of this and then create another concrete implementation using Realm. So Realm is another third-party library which also helps storing and manipulating data. Yeah, so basically I'm going to create another concrete implementation of this abstraction, but this time instead of Swift data, I'm going to use Realm. And let's see how the GitHub Copilot is going to help me. So in order to save some time for this presentation, I have already created a I've already created a dependency here. So it's already here. The Realm master and Realm database packages are already here. So yeah, I'll just get started now. So I'll just create another class. Let's say Realm data provider. Okay, cool. Um, right. So I will first import a Realm. Oh, it's already giving me some suggestion. I think it's looking into the file name and giving me Realm script. I'll accept it and let me create a class Realm data provider. This is not Copilot, by the way, and it should conform to data providing. And if I do this, okay, so it is giving me some suggestions, basically listing all the to-dos, getting to-dos, creating to-dos. I think I can accept this. Let's see what happens. Okay, right. So it has satisfied the protocol requirement, which is good. It has created a realm object, so that's all good. Right. So, but it is giving me some error. So let's see what error is. Okay. So the model here, like I said earlier, is basically tied to sweep data. So instead of sweep data, we want our model to be a realm model. So let's comment this out and import um, realm sweep. Okay, accept it. And let's create a class with same name. Okay, I think this object is a realm object. Yeah, there we go. So it's a realm object. It has created its own object specific to realm library. Okay, it's gone now. Awesome. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now let's inject this dependency instead of the other one, like so, and then try to. Oh, okay. So there is one functionality missing, which is to convert this model to another um, transient model, which we are using in the presentation layer, and it is again smart enough to create that function as well. Nice. If I go back, this should go away, hopefully. Okay, cool. So let's go to our view again. Let's run this. Let's see if preview can load. There is an error. Let's see what that error is. Hmm. Okay. I well, oh sorry. Yeah. So we commented out this to do Swift object. So basically, it is complaining that it's not there. So we need to comment this out as well. So this is the implementation of Swift data. We don't need this anyways. We could have just deleted it, but let's see what happens now. Okay, it has compiled. Now let's see if it is doing the right thing. Title one, details one. Boom. There we go. Let's do it again. Title two, details two. Okay, so it's working. So to summarize what we did, we got rid of the Swift data implementation of our data layer and did the realm implementation, I think, below 2 minutes. And apart from some debugging and fixing build errors, it did pretty well.